it's Grandma Roseanne, and we're going to make tapioca pudding. Now, I wasn't the one that thought about making tapioca pudding. It was my husband, it was cameraman that said, why don't we make tapioca pudding? And I said, everybody knows how to make tapioca pudding. And he said, did you always know how to make it? No. Well, maybe other people don't know how to make it. And he had a really good point. So we are going to make a favorite dessert of ours, tapioca pudding. First thing we're going to do is we're going to have a saucepan that has a nice heavy bottom to it, 1 egg, and 2 3/4 cups of milk are going to go in. Now, before I do that whole thing and make that egg nearly impossible to deal with, I'm going to go ahead and mix it up. I also want to show you, when I find cool little things, take a look at this. It's a flat, it's like an offset spatula, offset whisk rather. I love this thing because it gets right down to the bottom of the pan. All right, now I'm putting in the rest of the milk.
Hang on. I'll flip over that.
And to this, we're going to stir in 1/3 cup of sugar. And 3 tablespoons of tapioca. Now, they sell you a box of tapioca. A box of tapioca like this is gonna last you a long time. 1. You know, if I did it the way I'm normally doing things, because I'm right-handed, life will be easier. 2, 3. We're going to go ahead and mix this up. Now what we need to do is we need to let this sit for 5 minutes, just like this. Other things that you're going to use tapioca for, if you do decide you want to buy the box and you don't want to make tapioca pudding for the next year, it's a great thing to use for thickening any agent you need to thicken. Like, I use it a lot on my fruit pies and put it in, it just absorbs a lot of that juice. So give me 5 minutes and then we'll be back and I'll show you the next step. All right, what we have done is we have allowed that to absorb. The tapioca is absorbing the liquid is what's happening right here. And that was for 5 minutes. And now on a medium heat, we're going to bring this to a full boil. And you want to stir constantly. And remember in the beginning I said use a pot that has a heavy bottom to it. This has the ability to scorch. So if you have a pot that is a thicker pot, you're using a whisk that is able to really get down into the bottom of that pan, you have a lot less chance of it scorching on you. So this will take a few minutes. We're going to go to a full boil. And a full boil is that when you are stirring, you cannot knock the bubbles down. They will continue to be there even on a full stir. So I'll show you when we get to that. All right, now I want you to come over here and take a look at this. Do you see how it's popping? And do you see how even though we are stirring, we're not stirring down? That's the right thing. We're gonna let this go maybe 1 minute. Now, it took a little bit of time, maybe like 5 minutes to get it up to this. And while that was doing that, I was off doing something else. Cameraman was doing all the stirring, and he said, I'm getting the credit for that, right? So credit to you, cameraman. Look at this now. This is exactly what you're looking for. That's it. Shut off the heat. And you will feel it thicken. It has thickened now. Now we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla, which makes everything better. It cools for about 20 minutes and you can serve it warm or chilled. So we will be back when it's cool and we will have a taste. Our dessert is complete and I want you to take a look at this. Look at this. I think that yes, it just is old-fashioned tapioca pudding. But oftentimes when we entertain, I'll do this. I'll get a different grouping of glasses with the same dessert in them and just put them out on a platter. I just think it creates interest, and I love that. So all of these are tapioca. All of these have got whipping cream that we made, not the aerosol one, and it's delicious. And then I just sprinkle the top with some cinnamon. So I think I will take a taste out of this one because that is one of my favorite glasses. Okay? I really enjoy this dessert.
Mm.
It's so good. So good. Oh my goodness. It reminds me when I lived in Chicago and it was freezing cold out, and I would make this for our dessert, and we would serve it warm. Oh my goodness. So warm, chilled, whatever you choose to do with it. It's so simple. So for our really new beginning cooks out there, if you've never tried it, this is fail proof. Just stay with it and stir constantly. It'll take you about 4 or 5 minutes. Rest of it is super simple ingredients, and I think you will enjoy it. I think this is a great starter pudding, I really do. So thank you so much. Obviously I will leave directions below, but the directions are also on the tapioca box, okay? And subscribe, come back, thumbs up, hit the bell, and just know that we love having you with us. Bye. We are going to enjoy dessert tonight. Bye.